Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Downright Upright. You know what to do. Smash that like button on your way in. Subscribe. So check it out, guys. I'm talking to you guys, the sim racing community. No scripts, no filters. This is just my raw feelings on what's been going on with me with the past few months. I would say 3.5 months, 4 months that I've gotten into sim racing. And ooh wee, has it been an adventure? Oh my goodness. You know, when I started this, it was just such a random thing that I got into. I mean, I've always liked racing and racing wheels and things like that. But, you know, to really say I'm getting into sim racing and investing a serious amount of money into equipment, gear, and everything so that I can, do a YouTube channel. I really had like a vision of what I wanted to do. I had a vision without a vision, if that makes sense. So here I am about 4 months later, and I can tell you within those 4 months, I've had maybe a month of fun. Now, that might sound crazy, but when I think back to setting up, just buying the right equipment, buying the wrong equipment, buying equipment by mistake that I couldn't return, or just the adventures of sim racing. It's been a little bit tedious, I should say quite tedious, buying games that I wanted to play for fun, and then, then thinking, okay, I want to get games that I want to do for YouTube so that people will want to watch this content. So then learning about iRacing and Automobilista and Assetto Corsa Competizione and all of these games, and realizing that I'm really late to the party. Half of these games, the community online is so much smaller. You can't really just, there's not a huge base for these older games. Because I decide to jump in here doesn't mean people are going to want to watch this online, right? So, of course, the natural choice lately has been iRacing or Le Mans Ultimate. So, where I've been struggling is that I came to realize really quickly that the racing games I grew up playing were much more arcadey, and like these sim racing games, when I first started, I'm like, man, they suck. The braking sucks, the handling sucks. Like, it just wasn't fun. I'm like, how are people having fun on these goddamn games? And this has been a real, like, just conundrum for me. Like, damn, like, when am I gonna start having fun? And it's now I'm starting. I'm starting to get there, because if I look back at just, okay, let's get first, I started on my desk. So then I'm like, no, I want to do this right. I'm not going to do it on my desk. Let's get a stand. So then I get a first stand. Then that stand wasn't the best. So then I upgraded to get the next level 2.0 stand. And then I went from a gear driven base to the direct drive base. That, like, so it's just so instead of like buying gear and just sitting there and having fun and enjoying the games, I've just been trying to find my footing and be like, okay, I have the right gear now. Can I actually sit down and make content and do YouTube? And is it feasible? Can it be done? Of course it can be done, but it has not been easy. So that's why it's been difficult for me to like consistently post, because I'm trying to, you know, race to win. I'm trying to make content that people want to watch. I'm trying to be entertaining at the same time. But when you're playing these sim racing games, like these content creators that like talk at the same time while they're racing, and like they're chatting with people and they're in the race, and like these, you have no idea how hard it is to do this stuff until you sit your ass down and actually have to do it. And then there's the content creation portion where you're coming back, you're doing video editing and doing all of that. Now, I'm not like complaining per se. I'm just trying to, let you guys know, like, even if you're thinking about getting into this, it's not a 1 2 3 thing. So once you get the gear, once you decide on the game, then and you decide like, okay, I'm gonna try to, build my YouTube community around this game. I'm gonna try to, be as entertaining as possible, etc. Then you're at the point where, okay, now I've got to get good at the game. Damn! Now you've got to get good. So you've got to go to, like, I'm running Moza Gear. So you've got to go into the Moza Pit app, learning just what all of the settings for your wheel does, learning to calibrate the angles, because some say 900 degrees. So me, I've settled on like 360 degrees. That works for me with the gear that I have, and just getting your pedal and your throttle adjustments. Like, I mean, it is a long learning curve. If you're someone that just got into sim racing and started a YouTube channel, and in 1 week you're up and you got subscribers and you're racing like a champ, bully for you, man. Because, yo, give me some tips, because that hasn't been the experience for me. So here I am, 3.5 months later, and I think within this week alone, as you can see here in the video in the top left, I'm running the Moza KS Pro wheel. I went and got a wheel that I really wanted, right? So I bought a really good wheel, and I love this wheel. I've got my pedals set up. I've got pedal dampers on my Moza RS lights. I've got everything set up the way I want it. My OBS, microphones, camera angles, everything. Now, finally, that the setup is good, I'm at the point where, okay, can I start having fun now? Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. So it's started. The fun has, like, it's starting to creep its way in there, because I finally started to understand the basis of sim racing. And braking, it's not arcadey. You really have to use the marks on the track and anticipate what you're doing. I'm used to like a fun, let's grind, let's bump into each other a little bit type of racing, and to me that's been fun. I grew up playing games that way, but this ain't that. Okay, like, sim racing is serious business, as I've realized here. So I'm posting this video today to just kind of be like where I'm at mentally with iRacing, and even I'll get into a little bit of Le Mans as well. So as you can see, I've got some iRacing video here playing in the background. Now, when I started iRacing, my biggest problem with it is that, oh my god, you're not racing people, you're racing iRacing, because you're fighting the track. Like, every time I was playing this game, I was so nervous to slip off the track, because I'm like, there's no way you brake like this and the car's not stopping, and the people just running into you, and the car damage, and just like, oh, it hasn't been fun, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, iRacing has not been fun. Le Mans Ultimate has not been fun. None of these goddamn games have been fun. Even Assetto Corsa Competizione has not been fun for me. So I decided to put pedal to the metal, or brake or break the asphalt, and I really started to okay, let's learn. Let me learn brake pressures and how to set up my pedal and just how to get everything set up. And now I've actually been able to race and complete races and not get disqualified and things like that. And with the recent iRacing update, I realized that, in a good thing, that they really changed their tire model and the braking, because finally I feel like I'm actually racing people and not racing the game. Not trying to, like, okay, game, don't beat me. There's no one around me, but I'm sliding off the track like a fool. So I'm at that point now, and I think I can start making content more consistently. So I'd really like to hear back from you guys. When it comes to racing wise, is it all about, you want to see people who are winning and kicking ass, of course, which is more fun, or is it just straight up content? You want to hear about my journey going through this, how my races are, win or lose. You just want to kind of see and get your feel for it through me, essentially. So let me know, comment essentially is what I'm saying. I want you guys to comment, right? I really want to try and build a community around my sim racing channel, and help the channel grow. So I think I've done enough fiddling about setup wise. Now I can actually start racing properly. So of course I'm going to be doing a bit more videos on iRacing pricing and things like that, and it's expensive. If I could just leave it on the last note, sim racing is expensive, guys. Sim racing is expensive. There's no two ways around it. When it comes to getting the games, the equipment, everything. If you want to get into this, just be prepared. But now I'm prepared. So let's go, guys. Smack that like, subscribe. Let's get this community going. See you on the next one.